When applying full brakes in critical situations, or when braking on slippery roadways, the wheels can lock. The vehicle can no longer react to the driver's steering because the locked wheels can no longer convey the optimum braking power and necessary turning force to the street. It hence becomes nearly impossible to evade an obstacle. ABS, the anti-lock braking system from Bosch, prevents locking of the wheels. ABS ensures that the vehicle remains steerable and stable while fully applying the brakes. The ABS control unit also continuously monitors all wheels by means of wheel speed sensors. Should the system recognize that a wheel is locked, ABS immediately intervenes and systematically regulates braking pressure. ABS can regulate each individual wheel within milliseconds. With the electronic anti-lock braking system, a sort of electronic intermittent braking, ABS achieves stability and steerability with the shortest possible braking distance.
In everyday driving, it's normal for transverse forces to arise. But when you drive a bit too fast or turn the steering wheel, these forces can negatively affect road holding. But the electronic stability program ESP nips that in the bud by controlling the brakes, if necessary the engine, and if need be the transmission as well. ESP comprises the following components: a speed sensor on each wheel. The rotation rate sensor measures the car's rotation around its vertical axis. The steering angle sensor registers the driver's steering intention. From the sensor signals, the control unit computes when and how it has to intervene. The hydraulic unit builds up and reduces the braking pressure in the wheel brakes. What happens during the first steering maneuver? The driver has to swerve quickly to the right. The steering angle sensor transmits this to the ESP control unit. But the rotation rate sensor signals that the car is understeering. That is, it's drifting straight ahead towards the obstacle. In split seconds, ESP brakes the right rear wheel, very briefly and sharply. This produces the desired counteracting force, so that the car responds as the driver intended. What happens when you react? When you pull the wheel over to keep the car in the right lane after avoiding the obstacle, the car tends to oversteer and the rear end tends to break away to the right. The torque to the left is higher than the driver wants. In this case, ESP brakes the right front wheel. The torque is reduced. Instead of going into a skid, the car stays on course, thanks to ESP.